Hey guys, how's it going? This is Dilmer again, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm pretty excited today because I've been thinking about, this topic for a couple of days, and the topic is, can you actually make it by yourself? Can you actually make, a game from start to finish and release it? And not only a game, if you're making an app, if you're making a tool, whatever it is that you're making, you can actually make it work by yourself. And working by yourself is not something that not everybody is going to be doing. There might be people that are working in teams already, but I think it only takes one person to be able to, push a project, or even if it's by yourself, if it's with a team. And a lot of times what I've been experiencing is that, you have a team, and everybody in the team has, they have a decision that they want to make, or they have an idea that they want to implement, but it only takes one person to actually make the final call. And that's the thing that I want to basically teach you through my videos, is that when you're working by yourself, that's great because you're making your own decision. And sometimes even working by yourself is really complicated, because in your head you might want to do one thing one day, and then you shift gears and you try to do another thing, or you might not really feel like that idea or that decision that you need to make is the right decision. So a lot of times I think we get hung up on making the right decision, and I think it all comes down to making a decision. I think everything that I've done in the past, from my first game, from projects that I work in different companies, it only takes one person to make that final call. And that final call might be, the wrong decision. You might not really, realize that at the time, because you're trying to gather a lot of experience. And, making decisions that are wrong, they're completely fine. And that's the thing that I really want to hesitate, that I really want to teach you, because every decision that I made in the past have actually, guided me to actually make the right decision. So make a lot of bad decisions in the beginning. That's fine. That's actually how we're going to learn. And we make decisions all the time in teams that I'm working on right now, and a lot of those decisions are bad. A lot of those decisions, they may seem like good decisions at the time, and then it is not until we actually implement a feature, or we do something, or the customer's actually trying something that we implemented, that we realize that that probably wasn't the right decision to make, but we learn from it. And that's that applies to your jobs that you're having right now, in your day job. It might apply to your side project, to your life. And what I really want to teach people is that making the wrong decisions many times might be okay. Just make sure that you're learning from it, that you're growing, that you're learning with new tools and new frameworks that you're going through. And failing is one of the reasons why I'm being able to accomplish so many projects. And I think about my first game, and I always talk about that, is because I made a lot of bad decisions. It took me 3 years to actually get the game to a point where I really wanted it. I wanted to have way too many mechanics in that game, and I didn't really know how to code the mechanics, because I wasn't very experienced with game development. And even in the game that I'm doing right now, I'm going through creating 3D models, learning the entire workflow. In the past, I've been doing the 2D art for some of my games. I also been doing the programming, and the game that I created, which is called Cubix, is very minimalistic. They're only cubes, so I didn't really need something in 3D to represent the game that I'm working on. And that's where I'm going to right now. I'm actually creating 3D models that are more detailed. And yeah, I could have probably hired somebody to do that, but I just actually wanted to manage it all. I wanted to go through that process, understand the workflow, learn the process, and that's actually what fills me up. I really enjoy being able to create a game from the start to finish. That doesn't mean that you can't really get help from other people, and that those other people are not going to help you out. Just the experience that I'm having right now, working by myself, has actually worked really well. I'm going to be getting some help from a musician that is going to help me in the future. Those are things that I really don't want to do on my own. But as far as like the programming, the 3D modeling, the level design, I'm actually going to try to do that as much as I can on my own. I know that I'm failing a lot, but I'm learning. Like this last week of learning, to use Maya and the entire pipeline of actually bringing a 3D model into Unity, it actually helped me a lot. I actually realized, how much power we have with the tools that are available, like Maya and Unity. It's incredible how much you can do as an indie game developer nowadays. And I've been failing a lot. I don't know how to model things in 3D. I'm learning that. I'm learning to be more detailed. I get a lot of complaints from people saying, well, Dilmer, your 3D models are great, but they don't have UV textures. They're not as, polished as they need to be. And I'm okay with that. I actually love when people, give me criticism that is going to actually help me grow. I see that as a positive thing. I don't see it as a failure. I see it as a, a way of learning. If I get feedback from people and they're saying, Dilmer, you should be doing the things this way, I listen and I see what's, I look at the facts and I see, oh yeah, I probably should be doing, should be including UVs. And that's the process is, everything that you make, everything that you do, and when you start exposing that information to other people, that's when you're going to realize, oh yeah, I do need to grow. I do need to keep learning. And failure is the thing that I keep doing a lot, and that's actually what's making me improve. So that's really what I wanted to talk to you about today. If you guys have any questions, let me know through the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to this video. Thank you guys.